House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is setting a minimum salary for staffers in the White House, in the House of Representatives, the first time that's ever been done, at $45,000, announcing a new minimum salary in the Dear Colleague letter to all members of Congress. So Pelosi is stating that White House staffers need to be paid a minimum of $45,000 per year. In case you're not familiar with how staffing in the on the Hill works, each congressional office and Senate office gets a budget, and that budget is set to pay whoever they want to do whatever they want in that particular office. Each senator and each congressperson gets to run their office as they so choose, and therefore can hire people for a lot of money or not all that much money. And the more people you have, obviously, the more work you're going to get done. And paying them very little allows you to hire more people. And also, getting a job as a Hill staffer generally leads to a pretty good financial trajectory. So there's that with how mobbed up DC is. Pelosi's now saying, well, you can't pay people nothing. You can't pay the White House interns, the Hill interns. I keep saying the White House. The Hill interns nothing. You have to pay them at least $45,000 a year, to which a lot of the Congress people and senators would have been saying, well, now I'm just going to be able to hire less people because I have a limited budget. And what's that going to do to my office staff? Pelosi said members are encouraged, and this is where I just it makes me so mad. Pelosi said that members are encouraged to use the 21% funding increase passed for offices in March to enact the pay adjustment. So basically, they voted themselves a bigger budget. And this is Republicans, Democrats, anybody who voted for this sort of thing, voted for more money from the taxpayers' pockets to pay White House, dang it, Hill staffers, not the White House. We're not talking about the freaking White House here. If only private businesses could vote themselves a bigger budget. The deadline for the White House offices and committees to implement this new $45,000 staffer minimum salary is September 1st. So there is that. Joe Biden, last thing we'll get to before we send you off into the weekend, kind of a funny thing. A little bit funny, a little bit, dude, this is just classic Biden. Just him saying things that aren't true and just kind of rolling onto it. Maybe it's because of his stutter, says everybody online when I make fun of Joe Biden. It's not his stutter, he's just a dumb guy. Now in his old age. And I don't like making fun of that, but that's just the situation that we've all put ourselves in. Watch Joe Biden say something that is not true at all, then we'll hit you with what's actually true.
25 out of every 100 children in grades kindergarten through senior in high school speak Spanish. 25 out of every 100. It's overwhelming the interest not only of those kids, but of all Americans that we invest. We invest in the community. And we'll conquer and honor and lift up all those folks who, in fact, have gotten in the way.
So the president is saying that 25% of students K through high school speak Spanish. On its face, I kind of that sounds high. So I looked it up, and Forbes, the magazine, magazines, for those of you kids out there, are websites that were printed on paper for some reason. Forbes says that in the U.S., 13% of the population speaks Spanish at home, earning it the title of the most common non-English speaking language. So about half of all of Americans speak Spanish at home, which would make the 25% number astronomically high. And that sounded wrong to begin with. And not only did it sound wrong to begin with, it probably is wrong. Here's what I'll say now, though. Rand Paul, please don't yell at me for this. Thank goodness for the disinformation board, because clearly they're going to have to go after Joe Biden about spreading this disinformation. Did you see Joe Biden in that clip? Kind of watching, listening, probably thinking, I don't think that's true either. Not being able to do much about it. So there's that.